What if I told you your $5 oat milk latte isn't what's keeping you broke, but your mindset is? In a city where rent is sky high, $20 salads are normal, and Uber charges more than your gym membership, how on earth do you save, live, and thrive? The 50-30-20 rule isn't outdated. You're just not using it the right way for your reality. And today, in just a few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to master it. The problem: why most budgets fail in expensive cities. Let's be real, budgeting advice that works in rural Alabama doesn't quite hit the same in Brooklyn. You're told to live below your means, but what happens when just existing feels expensive? Most people fail at budgeting because they try to force generic advice onto a premium lifestyle. That's like trying to wear shoes 2 sizes too small. Uncomfortable, unsustainable, and let's face it, just plain dumb. If you've ever skipped dinner to afford rent and still went out that weekend, this video is for you. But don't panic. The 50-30-20 rule isn't about restriction, it's about control. Think of it as your financial GPS, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to hand you the map. The framework: rebuilding the 50-30-20 rule for high-cost living. 1. The 50. What you need: 50% of your take-home income goes to your needs. But in a high-cost city, you've got to be surgical about what a need really is. Rent? Absolutely. Utilities? Of course. That $200 emergency brunch? Sorry. No. If your needs are creeping past 50%, it's time to adjust the lifestyle, not the rule. That might mean getting a roommate, downsizing, living further out with a longer commute, temporarily. Here's the hard truth: the city isn't the problem. It's the decisions you make in it. But what about the stuff you actually enjoy? Don't worry, that's next. 2. The 30%. This is your freedom fund. It's where your lifestyle lives. Your avocado toast, your concert tickets, weekend getaways. This 30% is your guilt-free zone, as long as it's intentional. But don't confuse want with waste. Spending $400 on a weekend because you had a long week is emotional, not intentional. Learn to prioritize what actually makes you feel alive. You want designer shoes? Fine, but not 5 takeouts, and 3 streaming services, and a $200 Target run. Pick your pleasures, own them, respect the cap. But here's the real power move, the part most people skip, where true wealth starts. 3. The 20. Savings in a high-cost city. 20% goes to savings. Not investments, not crypto, not play money, just cold, hard cash reserves. Because in a high-cost city, stability isn't a luxury, it's your lifeline. The unexpected will happen: rent spikes, job layoffs, medical bills. Your car breaks down in the middle of the 405. And when it does, savings is what separates stress from strategy. Build an emergency fund first. Aim for 3 to 6 months of needs, not wants. This isn't optional, it's oxygen. Don't be the person posting GoFundMe links because they skipped the savings part. Be the one who saw it coming and handled it like a boss. But how do you actually stick to the 50-30-20 rule when temptation is everywhere? The system making it stick, the system that saves you when willpower won't. Mastering this rule isn't about perfection. It's about systems that work when your willpower doesn't. Here's what actually helps. Check mark. Automate your savings. Split your paycheck into 3 accounts: needs, wants, savings. Use tracking tools like Mint or YNAB weekly, not just when you're broke. The more disciplined you are now, the more freedom you'll have later. Most people aren't broke because they don't make money. They're broke because they spend emotionally and save accidentally. Time to flip the script. Ready for the next level? Now you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but what if I want to build income without working 24/7? That's where the real fun begins, because once you've mastered the 50-30-20 rule, you're ready for the next level. I broke it all down. 5 real scalable passive income ideas that actually work this year. No scams, just real options that fit your lifestyle. So if you're ready to stop trading time for money, and remember, in a city that never sleeps, your money shouldn't either.